Yeah, next time sing out those songs, would you? Wow, what a fabulous sound that was. And how much fun it is to see this group of men. I said earlier to a group, my colleague, come on up, Dr. Finn, my colleague, Dr. Finn, such a treat for us here, such a big, wonderful men's choir. I said a little earlier, and I meant this, there's very few things legal that's more fun than singing in a men's choir. Fair enough. All you have to do is sing in a men's choir, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, you were fabulous, and a wonderful job. And you picked very traditional. I love this, What Shall We Do with the Drunken Sailor? It's been a favorite of mine for years. And you have a particularly fabulous sound, but you also have a particular challenge that comes with that big sound. Because this is such a busy piece of music. And when it's so busy, you have to work twice as hard to get it clean enough to do this. So I have a couple questions about the group. Now, do they practice all together? Are they 2 or 3 classes, or all together?
3 different times a day.
3 different times, okay.
After school, some are at the last holiday, and piecemeal since January. We don't give them the fall off.
Okay, just January, really? Wow, how cool is this? And all from this academy?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I love very, very much what you did, and I liked the excitement you brought to it. I liked the enthusiasm, and I have just a few suggestions, and I'm sure Dr. Finn will have a few, and maybe even Dr. Floyd will jump in here with some things to say for us, because we rarely don't get this kind of inspired to talk with. So, for my taste, the only thing I would say is I would love to hear. I know you can put out some sound, and I like the big whopping sound. I'd love to hear what your softest is. And that's a hard thing to do with a group this size. It's easy if you got 12 of you up here. It's hard with this. So I'm kind of curious, how about you jump in the middle of well, let's just do that very last verse. I'm curious what would happen at the very beginning of Precious Lord. What would happen? Let's hear what we can do. First of all, lots of tall sound, lots of tall placement, lots of round forward singing. I would like to hear you sing. Can I do one exercise with you before? Let's start up here in our falsetto, guys. Just right up, let's put you right up here. Let's start right up here. Go this on a falsetto, and let's work ourselves down a scale. So everyone on an ooh, ready? Okay, we're going to go down the scale. Carry it down, ready? Keep it falsetto. Keep it falsetto. Good. And falsetto all the way down so as far as you can. Keep it falsetto. It's hard to do. And that's our precious Lord right there. That kind of sound we have. See what happens if you sing like that? So real light, real right. Kind of sing it forward to sing it a lot. So it's in the regular pitches, but real forward, just like you just sang. Yeah, I just wanted to. Yeah. Thank you for the interpretation. Yeah, I appreciate that. Now, Bill, come on now. Come on. Now, through the storm. See, I think dynamics are all relational. And if you can sing softly like that, when you finally get to the fortes, it blows the hair back. And so I think the more dynamic colors you can. the analogy I like to use, if you change colors and tones, put some of them mask in the face, let some of them really rip. The difference between when you're a kid, you get the 12-pack of crayons. When you finally can sing like you get the whole 144-pack. Now you can do colors and shades and all kinds of different things, and you got enough body of sound that you can sing soft and have that real warmth. And I want to do one last thing. I want you to sing in that same style. I want you to add a little more air. Touch your cheekbones up here. Pinch them, actually. Yeah, pinch your cheekbones. That's where your sound's. Put your hands down. That's where your sound's coming from now. And we're going to do what I do. Start it one more time. Let's move that air, okay? Softly, softly, softly. Do what I do. House Paul.
When my men want to sing like this, my college, I use this analogy all the time. But when my guys sing like this, I tell them they're singing with one eyebrow. Yeah, it's one eyebrow. And I always tell them, it's like, Coach, give me the ball. and it sounds masculine to us. But when you sing it right up here, all of a sudden you got kind of some, it's defined muscle. It's in control. And that's what I would encourage you to do. You are so fabulous. So fabulous. And man, are you lucky to have a great guy like this work his work too. so just as much as I'd like to talk about drunken sailors, I'll picture my colleague will do that.
So I'm not going to tell you what drunken sailor. I'm going to tell you about this piece. Wayne Town is my roommate in college. When we toured together, he was the person that I would stay with, and he was a delightful guy. And his wife, Rosetta, wrote this piece, and he arranged it for me. And I can't wait to tell him about it. He teaches now at the University of Auburn, his wife is a teacher there and composer. But the whole time that I heard you sing it, I was thinking that William would be thrilled to be here, as would Rosetta, because I am sure that in the recesses of her mind, this is what they hoped for, that it would sound something like this. You guys were very inspiring, you're very exciting, and I think that all of the good things about choir, there was a study done, and this is going to be a little bit on the boring side, but people sing the Beethoven's Ninth, which is a big, big piece. Well, you guys sing everything like it's Beethoven's Ninth. And at the end of they tested their blood before their performance and after their performance, and after the performance they had this hemoglobin B that it has a big curing disease characteristic to it. My guess is you guys get sick less than anybody else because you are just always activating that part of your blood system, and I just think you're inspiring. And like my colleague said, you're doing great work. And also, I'm going to use this move at the end. That is the best release I've ever seen. And inspired by the moment. And when they release, you could tell that their mouth stayed in that position so that the room had a beautiful ring to it. And all of the things that we were talking about, you're going to have to continue to grow as singers. You're going to have to learn a little bit more about the masculine things and all of that stuff. It's going to make you more technically, you have a lot more freedom to explore massive emotions when you have more technique. But you have what many choirs never get already. So congratulations. Really enjoy it. I'm not
is, there's a character on television that has a head shaped like a football. Do you know who that is? Who? Yeah, say Arnold, go a different way. Stewie is the one I'm thinking of. I'm going to teach you the Stewie rule. Stewie has this thing about a dessert thing that's frozen called cool. I didn't say it funny. Right? It's Cool Whip, right? And the rule there is if you have a WH, it's pronounced F. It's what I call the Stewie rule. Would you say it? The Stewie rule. The Stewie rule. Oh, let's say it with his accent. The Stewie rule. You know what he means? The Stewie rule. Yes, that's right, with his voice. So, and that is if you have a WH in a word, then it's blown air like whip. Say that. Whip. Yeah. So, whip. Right, and you say whip. Whip. Right, that's the boring one. The whip is the one that Stewie likes, right? Which is why he gets weird about the word. W-H-I-P, whip. So in the song that you're doing is, what shall I do with the drunken sailor? The first sound is what? Right. What shall I do with the drunken sailor? And then the next big sound is way. Say that one. Way. Say ooh first. Way. Yeah. Way. Way, hey, and up she rises. So, what shall I do? Way. One is a voiced consonant. This is a technical thing that's true of lots of consonants and vowels. One is voiced. Way. Put your hand on your throat for a minute. Your own throat. Yeah. Put your hand here and say way. Way. Did you feel it vibrate? Say what. What. Do you feel it doesn't vibrate until you get to the vowel? What. What. Yeah. Say was. Was. Do you feel it vibrate? Was. Yeah. A voiced consonant is the one that vibrates. The unvoiced is not. So a lot of voiced consonants will say da, da, da. Da, da, da. Say Disney. Disney. Yeah, good. Say tickle. Tickle. Do you feel that does not have that? Say Lord. Lord. Is voiced, it vibrates. Lord. Lord. Does not, right? So a lot of times our consonants get mixed up that way. Voiced consonants have to be sung. Way, hey. Way, hey. Unvoiced or not sung. So can we start that piece? What shall I do? You don't have to say it. It's not sung at the beginning. When you get to the way, hey, way, the ooh has to be in the pitch of the chord you're about to sing. That's my point. You're sometimes singing, oh, way, hey, instead of way, hey, way, hey. It should be like Star Wars when the thing lands, you know, right in the center of your tiny little brain. The computer as Luke Skywalker's trying to go there, here's the force move, and it goes into here, and then it locks in, right? Way, hey, way, that pitch. Let's start again. Way, yeah, you start. Yeah.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Way, she rises early in the morning.
Beautiful, that's it. Yeah, it just makes a little, which I like different colors. It just makes a different color in the voice, and it makes those chords lock in a little bit. And remember that this way, hey is a working motion. The point of a sailor song is that there's some task you have to do, and you're keeping yourself occupied. So in this case, it's way, hey, right? Any of the motion things in this are physical. And I think you should sort of, and I know this from Alice Parker, because I know her, she's the one that arranged this with Bob Shaw. And she talks about that. This is a working song. And a working song, it fits, there are motions that fit with it. Way, hey, and up she rises. And so in this case, you're in essence pulling up the sail. Way, hey, and up she rises. Pull back. Way, hey, and up she rises each time. So the song is written for that. So the more you can feel those phrase shapes, the even better. But it's beautiful work. Thank you, guys. Yeah.